Herb here, Reverend Herb, the Packing Preacher, coming to you with my second gun video of all time. And you just saw about 20 seconds worth of me shooting at the range, and that's an old video from a ways back, but you know, weeks ago probably, or months ago maybe even, when I did that. I was shooting this gun here, and it's a Taurus G2c, and I want to talk about it a little bit. As I said on my first video, I just want to talk about things that I like and that I enjoy on these videos. I'm a preacher, and I love the Bible, and I love guns. So I'll probably talk a little bit about some scriptures too, but I mainly want to talk on these videos about guns. And so at the making of this video, we're right in the middle of this coronavirus situation, and we're praying that the Lord will deliver us out of this and protect us all. And you know, just know that God is able. Amen. And so we're going to believe in Him. But while you're in this situation, you know, you might be bored at home, can't get out. Maybe you'll be interested in watching a video about one of my favorite things, besides God and family, is guns. And so, last time I talked to you about a .357 Magnum I had, and I mentioned to you that I buy budget guns, inexpensive guns. You know, I would rather have, somebody said, it's better to have a gun at home than one in layaway, you know. And so I do what I can afford. And, you know, there's name brand guns that are obviously have great reputations, and they're maybe worth every penny. Probably are. But I've had some pretty good luck with these inexpensive guns. And I really want to talk about how the Taurus G2c is inexpensive but efficient. And I started to put that as the title of this video, but I'll probably put something about Taurus G2c or a budget gun, because YouTube recommends you to put things people will search for, you know, and so they'll watch it, find it easier and watch it easier. Anyway, but really, I want to talk about how this gun is inexpensive but efficient. So this is the Taurus G2c, and in the gun community, there are those that really hate Taurus. I'm just going to tell you. So you may be watching this and be one of those. You know, I haven't been in guns that long. Just, you know, 7 months, something like that. 7, 8 months. This has been a good gun for me. I'm going to guess 1,000 rounds went through it. Been a good gun for me. Had a few ammo issues or user problems, like I wasn't holding it tight enough, and it'll malfunction if you don't do that. But I learned that. And so, as I understand it, I haven't known about guns that long. I'm still learning, but as I understand it, Taurus had some problems many years ago, and you know, their products weren't that great, and their warranty wasn't that great, from what I understand. And so people had some bad luck with them, and you know, don't want anything to do with them. But as I researched about good and inexpensive guns, this kept coming up with great reviews. And a lot of people are saying that Taurus has really changed and cleaned up their act. They have a lifetime warranty now on these. And a lot of people on the internet have talked about how they put thousands of rounds with no malfunctions. So, and it's been, like I say, it's been good for me. So, I got it at a pawn shop used for $160. When I did that, I think they were selling for $225 to $250. You might get them now for around $200 new. So compared to, you know, Glocks that are $500 or $600, and Smith and Wessons and Colts and things like that, you know, that's a lot cheaper. Now those guns may be worth every penny, those other guns, but this is what I have. It's been good, it's been reliable, I like it, and I do recommend it. So let me just tell you a little bit about it. It is a 9mm. It has a 3 1/4 inch barrel. I think the overall, I should look for I got on here, but the overall length of the gun, maybe 5 or 6 inches, might even be 7. I don't remember, but it is a smaller, you know, compact type gun. and it's easy to carry and conceal. I carry it pretty regularly. Have my concealed carry permit, and I carry this, and it's been a good gun for me. Now it has, I'll turn it around this way, it has a safety right here. Some people don't like a manual safety, but I do because, you know, it's really easy to operate. And some people don't like it because it's one more thing to have to remember in a defensive situation. But, you know, I just try to train myself to remember to turn that off. And I feel safer when I'm carrying this gun loaded and with one in the chamber. I just feel a little bit better having that safety. That's just me, and I know a lot of people don't like that. But anyway, it's there if you want to use it. If you don't want to use it, you just don't use it. All right? So, what else? This is the magazine comes with. Magazine's empty. Goes in like that. Pops out really good. That's important when you need to get that out of there. Some guns don't pop out like that, but it does well. 12 rounds can be held in here, and then you put one in the chambers, you got 13. And there's probably some people watching that know a lot about guns, and you know, I don't know that much. I'm still learning, not doing everything right, but so anyway. But there's probably some people watching that don't know anything about guns, is like I didn't know anything. So this is a 9mm bullet, if you can see that. 9mm. This is a hollow point, and it goes in this magazine like this, if I can get it in, right like that, and you put 12 in there. Or you can use this little speed loader I got, because the spring is really tight on this. And so I use this. It just goes in like that. Wonderful. Saves your thumbs. You just keep pushing down, keep putting them in. Anyway, I'll take that out. So this goes in here, and then you have room for your pinky when that is there, so you can get a good grip on that gun. All right. What else about it? The sights are not bad. They're just a 3-dot sight, but I painted these, and this one is yellow, but that's kind of came off. I need to do it again. But anyway, this helped them show up a little bit. It's a 9mm pistol. It's got a little rail here. I think they call it Picatinny rail. You can put a light on there or a red dot if you wanted to. I don't have anything for that right now. It's got a good grip. This checkering here, kind of rough, so you can get a good grip on that gun. Points well. As you can see in the video, I shot okay with it. I'm not the greatest marksman, but you know, that steel I was hitting was probably 20 yards away, and I rang it most of the time. So I feel like I could do good enough to get the job done in a situation where I had to use it. All right, these guns break down real easy for cleaning, and let me see if I can show you how to do that. Okay, it's empty. Gun is cleared. I don't know if I showed that. I should have right away, but you can see that this gun is clear all the way. All right. So, and the magazine is out. So you fire it first, and then you pull back on this just a little bit. I didn't get it right. Okay, try it again. Fire that first, then you got to push back on this, pull these. Well, my goodness. Let me try. There it goes. Okay. It's funny how you do things and don't have a problem with it, and then when you get on camera to show somebody, you mess up. But anyway, you pull the trigger and pull these tabs that are on each side of that of this frame here, right here, and then you push it forward, and it comes out. And then that's your slide, and you got your spring there, and your barrel there. That goes back in. I forgot forget what, I know what this is called, but I'm forgetting it right now. But anyway, you can see I'm not the most knowledgeable and best at it, but I'm learning, and I've learned a lot. And this just goes back on here. And it's ready to go. Also, let me talk about the trigger a little bit. This trigger, some people don't like the trigger because it's got a lot of play. You see how much play that has? Maybe you can see it better from this side. Before it actually goes. But it's got a good reset. There's the reset. Well, let me try that again. So there's the wall, and then you fire, and it goes off. Well, you got to do this again. That's what the problem is. There's the reset right there. So, if you don't know how semi-automatic works, there's the round in here, goes up inside the gun. When you rack back this slide, it pulls around into the chamber, and then when you fire it, simultaneously it ejects the spent casing. The bullet leaves and this casing is empty, and it ejects it, and it slides back on its own and chambers another round, so you can keep firing. So this has striker fire capability too, which means some don't have that, which means if you had a bad primer on a bullet and it didn't go off, you could just hit it again rather than having to re-rack the slide. So that's a good feature that some don't have. But anyway, this is a good gun. I like it. What else can I tell you about it? I've shot it a lot. I carry it a lot. You saw me shooting it at the range. If you're looking for a inexpensive but efficient gun, I'd recommend this gun. It does a good job. Alright, so I enjoy carrying it. I enjoy firing it at the range, and it's become a great hobby to me, and I know I'm a defender and can take care of my family, hopefully, if need be. And you know, there's a lot of guns you spend a lot of money on, and they may be great, but it doesn't necessarily have to. You don't necessarily have to spend a lot for it to be efficient. It can be inexpensive and efficient, and that's what I think this is. Now, those other brands, they have a lot of credibility because of their reputations, and that is true. And Taurus has got a lot to live down. We'll see how it goes in the future. But anyway, let me just remind you of a story in the Bible before I let you go. David and Goliath. You may have heard how little David killed the giant Goliath with a slingshot. Well, in that story, Saul, the king, tried to get David to take the modern weaponry of the day. His armor, his sword, his spear. David said, I haven't proved those. He just took his slingshot and got 5 smooth stones. Inexpensive, but he was accurate with it. And he brought down Goliath. Now he did it because the Lord was with him more than anything. And I pray the Lord will be with me in any situation I find myself in. And with the Lord we can win. So inexpensive, but efficient. So that's all I got. All right. God bless you.